Good day, Coach Jude, and hello, classmates. We are the Unifire group, and I am Louis J. Abinido, your little teacher for this day. Together with my co-members, Rafael Umandam, Eliza Humarito, Rialyn Cañete, Riza Sila, we are going to tackle about
Learner-centered teaching, foundations and characteristics.
Furthermore, at the end of this discussion, we are expected to, number 1, to identify what are the differences between learner-centered teaching and teacher-centered approach. Number 2, should know what are the roles of teacher in learner-centered teaching and learning. Let's go!
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Coach Jude. I am Rialyn Cañete, and I am going to discuss question number 1, which is differentiate learner-centered teaching from teacher-centered approach. Before anything else, let's first discuss what is the meaning of learner-centered teaching and teacher-centered approach. Learner-centered teaching is an approach of teaching that focuses on the student's learning rather than on what the teacher is doing. Basically, they will work in collaboration. Like for example, in a class, the teacher will provide a problem and the students will look for a solution. The students will construct his own idea by themselves. While teacher-centered approach is a teaching method where the teacher is actively involved in teaching while the learners are in passive receptive mode listening to the teacher. The difference between the two is the teacher-centered approach encourages students to focus on their educator, while learner-centered approach, both the educators and the students share an equal focus. That will be all. Thank you.
Good day, Coach Jude and classmates. This time, we'll be discussing the role of teachers in the learner-centered teaching and learning.
So as we know, teachers plays an important role in the learner-centered teaching and learning. They act as a facilitator, guiding students through the learning process. So in that case, it means that the teachers give learners time to conduct their activities on their own or allow learners to explore their app with direction.
Yes, that's right, Eliza. So aside from that, learner-centered teaching encourages students to reflect on what they are learning and how they are learning it. So, I have one situational example, like in group activities. The collaborative learning students work together with the help of the teacher to achieve the activity goal.
So that's right. So the teacher will give the instruction on how to do it, and student will take care if they follow it or do they have another way to the activity.
In fact, the teacher who is continually providing knowledge to the class while students are given the opportunity to express their thoughts, ideas, and expression in a particular subject. The teacher's role is limited to that of a facilitator.
That's right. So in other words, instead of teacher spoon-feeding student with general knowledge, teacher in a learner-centered classroom to do only serve as a facilitator in which they help guide students to test their curiosity and allow them to share their thoughts, ideas about a certain topics discussed in the classroom.
As a result, wider knowledge can develop and students can understand the lesson more effectively. So that is why learner-centered teaching is more preferable way of teaching compared to the teacher-centered method of learning.
So that's the end of our discussion about the role of teacher in the learner-centered teaching and learning. So I hope you have learned from us. Thank you and a pleasant morning once again. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, hi Coach Judith, I'm Riza Sila from BPED 1F. In your own understanding why the students and teachers resist change from teacher-centered to learner-centered approach, how are they going to manage this shift? So teachers and students are resistant to any change that eliminates what they perceive to be an advantage. So teachers are opposed to this shift because they believe it implies they will lose control of their lessons and students. So students may dislike it because they perceive it as forced socializing, particularly if they are shy or because they perceive others as being unhelpful in this learner-centered atmosphere. So teachers should handle this shift by remembering that their role in helping students become more self-sufficient in their learning remains crucial, and students who are struggling should be assigned roles in the class as part of a shared learning experience so they know what is expected of them.
Learner-centered learning is surely just taking into account what one knows about individual students, strengths, and needs, and providing opportunity for them to be actively engaged in the learning. So as we are working as a group, we understand that learning is not just one way of communication, but it is vice versa, or should I say, give and take. There's a time to listen and there's a time to speak. This is how we most effectively meet students' needs and how they most effectively learn. It isn't a shift towards teacher versus learner, but a shift towards teachers and learners working together. Where that shift has successfully been made, it is by teachers who have always been willing and able to look at ongoing research and adjust to doing what is best for students. So, that's the end of our discussion, and I hope that those knowledge we imparted to you will help you or help us to apply it to ourselves to become a good educator in the near future. Good luck, and thank you for watching!